I'm 1DeadPigeon from group 2569, and I'll be playing one of my favorite games from when I was very little. This came out in 1990. It's called King's Bounty, um, and it's pretty retro, old classic style. Like the basic premise is you are trying to help a king who's lost his um, scepter of order, they call it, and he'll die without it. So he's quested you to go find it, and it's on a random square in the map. And you need to defeat villains, find artifacts in order to uncover where it's hidden. Um, so you can choose from 4 characters: the knight, the paladin, the barbarian, and the sorceress. But I always go with the sorceress, and I'll be playing her on this playthrough as well. Basically, because all the other units have to pay to use magic, and she just has a natural ability to use magic, so I find her the best. And I'll play on hard difficulty. So, as we start off, this is the sorceress's starting units, and this is your army. You're allowed to have 5 unit slots, and there are many types of units in this game. And so we start off with weak ones. We got peasants and sprites, which are basically, these are really shitty, and you don't want to fight any battles with these because you're going to lose any of them. Like, you're not going to win any battles with those. Like, even in this map, this is the easiest map. There's 4 maps. So, basically, since we have such a weak and shitty army, oh, I didn't mean to take that gold there. We are not going to be looking for any fights right away until we can get some more units. And we're going to be scouring the map for better units and to increase our leadership, which allows us to recruit more units. So wow, that's fast. So we have a complete map now. Oh, and our first artifact right away as well. Man, this game's going right out already. So if we look at the puzzle now, I didn't actually show you guys this, but all these squares are artifacts and villains that we have to capture. So there was a scroll in that green space before, but now it's gotten revealed and we know that there's grass near the place, so that doesn't help us at all because there's grass everywhere. So as we capture more villains, though, it'll become more clear and we'll hopefully be able to find it within our time limit, which is 400 days, and we've already used 4 days. And every couple of seconds a day will go by, and every 5 days is what they call a week, and you'll earn money from the king. And see, here we go, the week of the elf, which means all elf dwellings will be repopulated, which means any place that you could buy elves will be restocked. And so here's we have to pay our units and pay for our boat. And we have an income. So basically, we had 9k before, we got paid 5k, we had 540 in expenses, so we're left with 14k gold. Okay, we're getting some good leadership here, which is nice. Oh, don't want to fight. All these moving units on the map are enemies that we would fight. But what I'm really looking for in these treasure chests right now is the passage to the next map. So we can, because the next map will have a lot better rewards and a lot better units that we could find. And while there's villains we have to capture on this map, we don't have to do that just yet. We can always go back. So here we go. Gnomes is our first dwelling that we found. Gnomes, they move 1. They hit pretty hard. They have high defense as well. They're basically, I really like them. They're also part of a mechanic that is good in this game as well. Different types of units work well together, and they're part of a group of units that work together that I like to use a lot. So yeah, overall, if you want to get gnomes, it's pretty good. They're good for the early game. Like, in in the late game, you definitely don't want them, unless you can get like 1,000 of them or something. But okay, so I'm gonna head into the desert. The desert's pretty safe because enemies. Oh, okay, so we found it. So I don't want to waste any time here anymore. So we need to go to the next area. Now you do that, you just go to the end of the map. And okay. So now the enemies here are much more difficult, and the rewards are much greater as well. So you definitely do not want to get into any fights here. Oh, unless... Okay, so right here, this is a spot that if you played this game before, you'll know that treasure would normally appear here. And since there's a gnome here, I know that these gnomes are gonna offer to join our army. So I'm gonna go and just... So we got many gnomes. So we have 26 gnomes for free now. So since we have that, I'm gonna remove our peasants. And now if you see, our morale for the gnomes and the sprites are high because they work well together. And that means they're gonna get a combat boost. Although we haven't even seen combat yet, because I've been good at avoiding. And if you've noticed, the leadership values that you get from these treasure chests are a lot higher than in Continentia. You can read these signs if you want to. They're really random. Sometimes they're funny, but sometimes they're just pointless. Alright, these are one of my favorite units in the entire game. I'm not gonna buy any just yet, but I know that they're here. They are shooters, so they shoot long range. And they hit super hard with their arrows, but they're really bad at hand-to-hand. But they also have 3 movements, so if people try and attack your elves, they can just run away. So it's really nice, and they're one of my favorites. I keep them all the way through the game. Now in this map, we'll also be looking for the passage to the next map, called Archipelago, which is a whole bunch of islands. And it has even harder enemies and even bigger rewards. So, and better units that we can find too. Oh look! So, this is another place that treasure would appear, and peasants are here. So they're gonna offer to join, but I don't want them, because peasants are terrible. They're the worst unit in the game, by far. Like, nothing compares to the crappiness of peasants. Alright. Did I get this treasure here? Oh yeah, there went. Okay, so what I need to do... Oh, another artifact. Let's look at our puzzle now. Oh, more grass. That totally helps. Okay, I need to be really careful that these nomads don't kill us. Okay, yeah, we're fine. 40 leadership. See what I mean? Like, we were getting like 2 before. Exploring, finding treasure. I'll try and find a battle soon. I know it's kind of boring. And I know you're probably sick of this track. I like it, but I know it can get repetitive. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is if I get the passage to the next map, I'll go there. But if I don't... Wow, there's sprites here? That's lame. Anyway, if I get the passage to the next map, I'll go there. But if I don't end up finding it right away, I'll just buy some elves in that elf dueling we found and go fight some battles in Constantia. Alright. Extremely careful here. Even though I got those gnomes, like, there are only 26 of them, they're not going to be able to take an entire Forestria army. Okay, so it looks like, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. It looks like we went all the way around, and I'd have to go within the map in order to find more treasure, and there's going to be enemies there, so I'm going to go get some elves, since we have a whole bunch more leadership now, and we are going to go wreck some face in Constantia. Let's do it. Alright, let's go back to Continentia now and use these elves before they start costing us money. Alright, so let's find our first battle here. What's it gonna be? Oh my god! Okay, I think we'll still be able to do this with 51 elves, but trolls usually you don't find here. You can sometimes, but they're really tough. If you don't kill them on your first turn, they regenerate health, so like there's no graphic to visually display that, but since I've been playing this game, I know the abilities of these guys. Okay, so the peasants are dead. Like, they die super easily. So basically the sprites, each unit has a different type of movement. The sprites have a fly ability, so they can move anywhere on the map on their first move. The elves can shoot, so we're gonna shoot these elves because they're gonna shoot us back if we leave them. Sacrifice my sprites because they're gonna just die anyway. Yeah, we'll be fine here. I might not even lose a gnome. Nope. Alright. So we got 2,200 gold there. Dungeon dwelling. There's skeletons here. They don't work well with my units, so I won't get any. They're pretty glass cannon. They move too, they hit pretty hard, but they die. They're really fragile. More elves, man. Usually they're not in the first map. Get out of here, sprites. Okay, I'm gonna try and find the first villain. There we go, it's Nil Slag. Let me see if I can find where that is. Oh, is it here? Is this the one? Nil Slag? Yeah, okay. So... I think... Where did we find that gnome dwelling? Was there a gnome dwelling? Oh yeah, it was like up in that desert. I think I'm just gonna try it. I have 51 elves. If I fit... Oh, whoops. Okay, well, I'll fight these guys first, I guess. first things first. In order to attack a castle, you need to buy siege weapons. So, and they go away if you die. So you'll just have to spend $3,000 again. Oh, here, there's a treasure chest up here first. Okay, let's go. So we are fighting Murray the Miser, which is our contract right now. He has lots of peasants, so he's really weak. I'm gonna get rid of his wolves first, because they move 3. I think my elves will just be able to single-handedly take everything out. Okay. I'll have you attack the militia. Yeah, like, one-shot these peasants. They're not, like, peasants can't stand a chance. Alright. I'm gonna wait with these ones. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright. So, since we killed our first villain, we accessed the second map, and we found some elves to help us rip some people apart in Continentia. I think I'm gonna stop here. I'll be back with part 2 soon.